Hi, and welcome again to Cliburn Kids. I'm Buddy Bray. We're going to have a listening game for you today. It's a little bit different from what we've been doing the past 2 episodes. And this listening game is going to be based on this tune. Listen to this. Now, the listening game is all going to be about being able to identify that every time it comes in to the music. And the music is about 2 minutes long. And I'll just tell you this. It's enough times that you'll have to use all your fingers to count. Okay? Because we're going to keep track of it. All right. So let's talk about this tune a little bit. It does a couple of different things. It does a little jumping around thing that I like. Does that, and then it does sort of a running away with itself thing that I also really like. So when you put them all together, you really do have a really nice tune that does a bunch of stuff. So it's a really good way to construct a whole piece of music. Now, sometimes the tune is going to come in, it'll be in this hand that I've been playing it with. Sometimes it'll be in this hand. So sometimes it'll be up here on the piano with this hand. Sometimes it'll be down there on the piano with this hand. Sometimes I might split it between my hands. That's why it was important enough to play it so many times for you right at the beginning. I'm going to play just a little bit of the music, maybe about halfway through, and I'm going to show you sort of how it's put together so that when we get to the game part, you'll know a little bit better what you're doing. Okay, so we start with the tune, all right? Then my left hand takes it over. And my left hand gets it again. Now my right hand gets it again. Now, that was just about half of the whole thing, and already we've heard the tune 4 times. So that's the listening game part. I want to play the whole thing, and I want you to see if you can pick out every time the tune comes in. We're going to give you a little help with that on the screen, and also I'll make you this promise. I will look at you every time I'm about to play the tune, and I promise I won't forget to do that. Okay? We're going to do it twice. We're going to do it once in super slow motion so you can kind of get your bearings and see what we're doing, and then we'll do it again because it'll be more fun that way. All right? Here's take 1, and it starts with the tune. So that's the first time. Now, that's the whole thing. I counted 9 times that I looked up at you. So I think that's probably the right answer. 9 times. So this many. That's a good way to keep track of it. By the way, the next time that we do it, you can keep track of it on your hands. All right, we're going to do it again, and we're going to do 2 things. I'm going to speed it up just about that much, okay? And we're going to take away all the graphics on the screen. But I'm still going to look at you every time I play the tune. Here we go. Okay, did you still get 9 times? I still got 9. I want to tell you a little bit about the guy who wrote this music because last week was his birthday. And if he were still alive today, he would be 335 years old. Maybe you want to check my math. He was born in 1685, and it's 2020 now. His birthday was just a few days ago. I think he would be 335. And what's kind of interesting to me is that we still play his music over 300 years later. Pianos didn't even look the same back then when he was writing. In fact, he wrote a little bit before the piano was even invented. So he was an extraordinary guy. His name was Johann Sebastian Bach. And he wrote a lot of music just like this. Just for your reference, this music is called a fugue. And it just means for our purposes today that we counted every time that came in. All right, we're going to be back with another episode on Thursday. It's going to be about this. That's going to be an ox dragging a cart full of rocks up a steep hill. We'll talk about it then. See you Thursday. Thanks for watching.